When we're in pain, most of us spend a lot of energy trying to understand which muscle, which joint, which tendon causes our pain. What I'll show you in this video is that this energy is spent at symptomatic level, i.e. it produces short-term results. It's not useless, but the consequence is that, we are always kind of running after the train. I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the posture manual and creator of the 10 weeks online back saving program. Actually, there are 3 types of deviated posture from which most of us suffer. Let me explain this on the basis of the first posture, which is the round shoulder posture. Round shoulders go together with head forward and with a kyphotic, i.e. a round, slumped mid-back. Each one of these 3 is both the cause and the consequence of the 2 others. In other words, when one of them is there, the 2 others are just around the corner. What will happen when you suffer from this round shoulder posture, head forward posture, mid-back round posture, which you will sometimes see in the literature as upper cross syndrome, is, for example, that the serratus anterior will be painful and will refer pain in the corner of the shoulder blade and under the armpit. As the head is forward, the sternocleidomastoid will also be kept shortened and may create migraines or dizziness. And the upper trapezius suffers as well, which can create headaches, pain around your jaw, or pain on the side of your neck. And sometimes, the scalene muscles are those which appear as painful first, and therefore you have radiating pain in your arms or in your chest. But you see, all these actors, call them like this, suffer from actually the same thing, which is that in some of us, one will appear before the other. In some others, it will be the other one appearing before the first one. So you see, basically the glass will overflow first where you have a weak spot, but we're just talking about one same issue which has many different facets. In this example, if you resolve the pain in the upper trapezius, you haven't resolved all the other symptoms of this deviated posture. Therefore, the next one is waiting for you just around the corner, and 2 weeks later, you go back to your physio or to your massage therapist or to your chiropractor. And some of them will tell you, it's the joint that is blah 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 doing this, that is the muscle, or that is the muscle that is blah 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 doing this. It's the same thing, muscles and joints are attached to each other, and you can describe it from one angle or from the other angle. But basically, if you describe every facet, you miss the big picture, which is this round shoulder posture. As a posture therapist, my job is to help you correct the root cause issue. And of course, I will observe that your, upper trapezius is too tonic, too contracted. But stretching it or relaxing it or reinforcing your back muscles, etc., is also symptomatic treatment. It doesn't answer to the root cause question, which is what do you do on a day-to-day basis so as to keep your upper trapezius too tonic. So my job is to really help you correct the behavior which is underlying the deviated posture. How do you use your body so as to create all that? And now I'd like to give you the key information for this video. We all suffer from 3 types of posture. One I have already described is round shoulder posture. The second posture from which we all suffer is slouch. This will affect your lower back, but you see that it immediately goes and impacts your upper body and recreates this round shoulder posture. And the third postural deviation from which we all suffer, or most of us at least, is hollow back, like this. Hollow back can be 2 things. It can be, a vertical hollow back is just hollow, or actually for most of us, this hollow back is linked to the fact that our pelvis is shifted too far forward, which not only hollows the back, but again, as you can see, rounds my mid-back and recreates this round shoulder posture. So the round shoulder posture is actually often the consequence of what you do in your lower back, either sitting or standing. But one way or the other, 90+% of you guys could strongly benefit in your day-to-day health to correct standing with a too hollow back, sitting slouched, or having your head forward and shoulders round. If you work on these three, well, many of your issues will be gone. And that does not mean that you cannot still hurt yourself otherwise, but with that, you have done the big part of the job. If you need information on that, I have created online posture programs for the mass market. What I mean with the mass market is things that are so cheap that they can be sold in big volumes. And these online programs are my answers as a specialist to this, say, societal problem which everybody shares, but which is not that difficult to fix if you have the willingness to act and to actually change your habits.